Lovely to meet you guys. I'm Jaden, and I know we met the other day.
No, it was lovely to meet you. Yes, 100%. Have you guys been enjoying the show?
Yeah. God.
Oh, good.
Well, I am enjoying myself, apart from about to die. But do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yes. I'm Hazel. We work for Elite Loot. Literally. Oh, and this is Stas.
Yes, I am also partially a man in charge, so to speak. But I'm also just here to look pretty, you know? So.
Exactly right. So it's a family business, and I got lucky enough to be adopted into it. Literally super fan
right.
things. Yeah.
She's got her moments.
But yeah, we literally sell like super fan stuff for your ultra super fans. We're living the dream, honestly, going to different cons and everything like that. It's freaking awesome.
It's these guys, 100%, yeah.
So, Stars, how do you go from going, I like figurines, I'm a bit of a nerd myself, to like setting up shop in an actual anime festival?
Well, it's one of those things. It's the kind of thing that one thing leads to another. Obviously, I work myself in this sort of industry beforehand. So we worked for EB Games and Zing and so forth, and obviously that was absolutely amazing. But over time, obviously, when you decide to sort of move on to the next kind of thing, and seeing that there's just so much cool stuff out there, and not necessarily all of it makes it to Australia because we are a little bit far away from the rest of the world. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna take it upon myself to bring some new cool stuff in. And we did. We started with a much smaller range just to see how it goes, and people loved it. I guess they loved what we did and how we did it. And it's one of those things that leads, one thing leads to another, where you get a little bit excited doing it, and obviously people support you in it as well. So we kept growing, little by little, adding new stuff on, because at the end of the day, customers obviously tell you what they want, and that's what we're all about, because we just want to bring the stuff that our regulars, the people that come and see us all the time, the stuff that they get excited about. And yeah, that's how we ended up with a ton of anime, board games and card games, and all kinds of crazy statues. That's what we're all about. So yeah, we'll see where it takes us. So,
what's changed over the years for you guys?
It's actually awesome to see how far these guys have come. Starting from the lounge room and being like, oh yeah, this is what we've got, and we're gonna do this, that, and this, this and that, and then like coming to Mad Men for the very first time. Like, we're huge anime nerds. Like, we will froth for anime. It's awesome. Right. And then he's just like, we're doing Mad Men. I was like, this is it. This is a dream. This is what I've always wanted. And like, we've got all this anime stuff, and now we've got all these awesome board games, and it's brilliant to see how far they've come. It's awesome.
And one of the biggest things with it as well, like obviously anime, gaming, pop culture, just all the nerd stuff, all goes hand in hand. So if you love one thing, you usually love the other. And naturally, like esports, TCG tournaments, a lot of board games and that sort of stuff, that's something that we love, and we're starting to getting into the community-based stuff. So we want to obviously run events as well, getting our people together, getting our regulars together as well, so they can meet a lot of like-minded people. Because the reality of it as well, we definitely have quite a few people that sort of prefers to stick to themselves for the most part, but it's starting to become so much more social as well. And that is, I think, the next step in our business, that we want to give everybody that experience of being able to meet like-minded people and hang out and have fun. And that's why we're looking to work with places like Mad Men, like Supernova, like Comic-Con, trying to organize the kind of events where we can bring the community together, bring people together. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, so yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. I'm moved.
So it seemed like maybe one of the most important words for you guys would be community. Would I be correct in saying that?
100%. Everything we've achieved, we owe to the people that come and support us. And one of the most amazing things. Look, at the end of the day, of course, it's a business. Yeah, you got to make money. Blah.
Pretty damn cool business. Sorry to interrupt.
Stop it, you say it to all of them. Look, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things. Obviously, it's important to be passionate about what you do, because at the end of the day, why else you do it? You know what I mean? Like, sure, you gotta pay your bills, all right, but it's important to have fun doing it. And obviously, what makes it fun is the people that come and see us. And now that we've obviously done Melbournes and Perths and Sydneys and Adelaides and everywhere else that we go to, when people come and see us and they're like, oh my God, I saw you last year, remember I bought all this, and we're like, well, high five, and it's like, yeah, man, I remember, how did that go? And we'll talk about these board games and card games and how much fun they had. And that is what makes it so special. Those are the things that we look forward to every time we come back to the show. And we want more of that, you know, just multiplied by thousands, okay? Yeah, that's a dream. One of the biggest issues, obviously, with a lot of business, with a lot of places, is that when you grow bigger, you become more comfortable, so become lazier, and you don't provide as good of a customer service that you should. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's about the people, it's about the customer service, it's about personal connection that you make with people, genuinely care about what they buy, what they pick up, to make sure that they have fun, that you don't just sell it to them because you try to sell stuff, but because they're actually going to take it back and they're going to be genuinely excited to have it. That's the best feeling, because again, we're collectors.
Exactly
We
right,
we
yeah.
play board games. My wife and I, we've got over 140 board games at home. It's a party at our place every weekend, you know? And that's what makes it so special, you know? Every time I pick up a game and I'm like, shit, yeah, let's go, all right? It's so much fun.
Especially when we have customers message us photos of their statues that they've just bought or they're adding
Yeah,
onto
the
their
collections,
collection.
yeah.
They're just like, thanks so much to you guys. Like, it's awesome that I can build upon my collection or even start my collection. And like, even today we had someone come in, they're just like, I've always wanted a statue collection. And he's like, you guys are the best people to get it from, because you're just so enthusiastic, and that's what we love. We love hearing that positive feedback and that happiness and the liveliness. It's awesome.
And there's dozens of examples, I guess. Like, obviously, I'm doing it for years now. It's the kind of thing that I have so many stories where people come in, they're like, what is this? Why would I have this? And you're like, okay, no, this is why this is a thing. You know, people collect it, people have fun with it. Actually, you should probably check out this show. It's a lot of fun. And they'll literally come back to you a week later and they're like, all right, just the whole shelf, just give it to me. Just pack it up, give it to me all. And then they just become like this crazy super fans that go hard, okay? And they like see you every week. They hit you up. They're like, oh, what else you got? Where else you got? Hit me up, right? What else should I watch? And that is literally the most exciting thing about this job, okay? Getting people to, I guess, as cheesy as it may sound, like unlock their inner nerd, all right? So where they just get into something just out of nowhere. Because, you know, especially pop culture, for the longest time possible, it had this stigma surrounded, okay? Where it was like, whoa, it's not cool, man. If you play games or watch anime, well, who does that? And it's like, whatever, right? Now it's the cool thing to do, because, you know, you've got Marvels, you've got DCs, and it's all on big screen, all right? And it's a cool thing to do now. And that's what makes it so exciting, because so many more people are now more susceptible to trying it out. And when they do, they're like, holy shit, what I've been doing my whole entire life, you know what I mean? And they get into it and get into it hard. And that's, again, it's just the best, yeah, 100%.
It's an awesome feeling. It's 100% the best thing ever. Like, we say to our customers all the time, they ask us, how you doing? We're like, we're living the dream, because we genuinely are.
Yeah.
Like, it's brilliant. It's awesome what we do.
That is incredible. I was going to thank you guys, you know, like for being this business that, you know, still gets out on the ground and acts like every customer is their first customer, you know, with this passion and enthusiasm. But no thank you. You're turning everyone into weebs.
Yeah, we are. That's the master plan. Madman goes the hardest, I'd have to say. Like, people just take out their inner weeb and they're ready to go. They've got their shirts with like all the good stuff on it, and they're just like, yeah, that one. I'll tell you about what happened in episode 13 in 3 minutes in. You know, like that's what it's all about. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really
That's incredible. That really is incredible. It's quite a humbling story, you know, for as far as a business goes. Like, this is how business should be. I reckon. Have fun while you're at it. And
I concur.
well, thank you so much, guys. Do you guys want to do a final plug for your business and maybe your own personal? Because I'm sure you bring a bit of the stock home. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, one for the business, one for myself.
2 for yourself.
Our house is literally a museum. Like, it's insane. We should be on an episode of The Hoarders. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
it's a little bit like that.
Like, my crazy addictions, that's us. That's us.
Yeah,
With our
I'm gonna start cutting into the walls very soon. So it's gonna be us.
It's
All right,
awesome.
well, plug in. We're called Lead Loots. Lead's spelled with 3s because we're cool kids. All right, I'll go cheeky one of these. That's right. But yeah, we're just right over there, actually. So our website, our Facebook, we post some quality memes. All right. So we've got you covered. We'll do custom orders. Whatever you guys want, we'll look after you. That's kind of what it's all about at the end of the day. So yeah, hit us up.
Thank you so much for this.
No, thank you, guys. Really enjoy that. Lovely meeting you.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet
Likewise.
you. Thank you so much.